Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome back. Really appreciate you stopping by. I really been beefing up my Japanese baseball card collection lately, picking up a bunch of stuff, just having a great time. I want to share some of this stuff with you guys today. I've got some Ichiros, I've got some Sadaharu Ohs, Shigeo Nagashima, and a few other goodies there that I'm gonna share with you guys. So let me just jump right in. We'll start out with the Ichiro. You guys know I love Ichiro, love collecting his stuff. Other than his rookie year, 93, I didn't have too many Japanese Ichiros, so I added a few to the collection here. Here we are with the 1994 BBM Baseball Magazine. And this is, like I said, his rookie year in Japan was 93, and this is his second year card, 1994. Great looking image there, Ichiro getting out of the box, as we've seen him do so many times, heading down to first, probably got himself a hit there. And there's the back, there's Ichiro, little headshot on the back. My understanding that these BBM cards mainly were issued in box sets. Here's another Ichiro from 1995, Baseball Magazine. Another great looking image of a young Ichiro heading down to first base, probably. Again, here's the back. Very cool, man. Very cool. Very happy to have these cards. 1995 BBM All-Star Game card. Fan selected, as it says there. Very nice. Love that, man. Love that. And to round out the Ichiros for this round, picked up this 2000. This is actually an Upper Deck Japanese issue. Upper Deck Victory. It was a Japanese issue in 2000. Pretty cool looking card. I like that design. It's got some nice shine, got some nice color to it. And it's a great image of Ichiro. Just hit the ball. Here's the back. Really happy to add these Ichiros to the collection. Next, I want to show you the all-time stolen base leader in Japan, Yutaka Fukumoto. And Fukumoto is a Hall of Famer. He was inducted into the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame in 2002. Here he is on the 1984 Calby card. Now, this card was commemorating his 1,000th stolen base. You see there, it says 1,000. And very old SGC flip, but it says 1,000th stolen base there on the label. And so just a little bit about Fukumoto. He had a .291 career batting average, 2,543 career hits. And as I said, he was the all-time stolen base leader in Japan, finishing his career with 1,065 stolen bases. He was also the 1972 Pacific League Most Valuable Player and the 1976 Japan Series MVP, which is equivalent to the World Series MVP here in the United States. So there's Fukumoto. There's what the back of that one looks like. This guy's in great condition, man. So when Rickey Henderson stole his 1,066th base, effectively passing Fukumoto for the world professional baseball stolen base record, Rickey actually signed the base and presented it to Fukumoto, and on the base he inscribed it, "To Y. Fukumoto, the world's greatest base stealer of Japan." That's pretty funny. And he presented that to Fukumoto, and that base actually now is in the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame. So pretty happy to add a card of Fukumoto to the collection. Next up, I've got some O stuff. This is Sadaharu Oh. This is from the 1960s. It's Meiji Gold Milk. This is a playing card. Actually, it's pretty inexpensive card. And this one is in really excellent shape. It doesn't look like it's ever been played with. But the real reason why I bought this was because of the back. It's the King of Clubs, and I thought, what no more fitting card for Sadaharu Oh than the King of Clubs. So there's that. That's pretty cool. So next up, I've got some more O stuff here. I have a couple of game tickets. Here's a game ticket from August 18th of 1978. Sadaharu Oh hit his career home run number 796 during this game. Just a great photo there of Sadaharu Oh. And ironically, there's Shigeo Nagashima, who happened to be the manager of the Yomiuri Giants at that time. And so it's pretty cool to have Nagashima on the ticket as well, because he's another one of the Japanese guys that I love to collect. So there's that one. Then I've got another game ticket here. And this one is from August 10th, 1979. And during this game, Sadaharu Oh hit his career home run number 824. And of course, he finished with 868 home runs. So there's that. Pretty cool to get the game tickets, you know. Obviously, they don't make a lot of game tickets anymore. Everything's online, electronic and whatnot. But they're fun to collect, especially when they come from important games, or, you know, every home run he hit at that point was a record. So anyway, moving on. I've got this beautiful 1975-76 Calbee Sadaharu Oh. I like this card mainly because I love that bluish green tint there in the background. Just pretty cool tint that they have there on that one. And of course, Calbee, you know, they had some beautiful cards back in the day. Their photos and their card stock quality was so much better than Topps back in those days. And a lot of those mid to late 70s Calbee's cards had some beautiful photos. Here's another O, 1980. This is Yamakatsu. They made baseball card sets there in the late 70s and early 80s. I think they made sets for maybe 4 or 5 years, and not too long. But that's a great photo, man. Just a great picture there of O standing there, uniform number 1, leaning on his bat, waiting to come up to the plate. Love that. There's the back. Very cool. Last but not least, this one, I actually won this. Robert, Prestige Collectibles, was doing a giveaway on his Whatnot auction, and I actually won this. This is a pretty cool card. It's from the 2013 All-Star Game commemorative, probably Baseball Magazine issue. Not really sure. I couldn't really find out a lot of information about this card. I looked up on CSG, and this is actually the only one that they've ever graded, and I haven't been able to locate another one or find any others anywhere. So not really sure too much about this card, except it's pretty cool, and it's Sadaharu Oh, and I got it from Robert, and I won it in a giveaway. So more than thrilled to add it to the collection. So that's it for the O's. Next, I've got this 1959 JGA. This is a JGA 5, I believe, and that is Roberto Chico Babon. And it's a Doyusha game card. And Chico Babon, he actually had a 10-year career in Japan, and he was the first Latin to play in Japan, professional baseball. So he was the first Latin to play in the NPB. And originally he was in the Dodgers minor league system, and the Dodgers were going to reassign him to a segregated team down in the South, and he did not want to play in a segregated league or on a segregated team. So he decided to go to Japan, and initially his plans were to just go to Japan for a couple of years in the hopes of catching the eye of a major league team and coming back to the United States to play Major League Baseball. But his style of play fit in well in Japan, and he really liked it there, so he decided to stay there. Carved himself out a nice 10-year career from 1955 to 1965. Ended up with 1,123 career hits, 308 career stolen bases. He was a 3-time MPB stolen base leader, actually. And he also holds the record for the most stolen bases by a Westerner and in MPB. And he was the first foreigner to record 1,000 hits in Nippon professional baseball also. So there's Pedro Barbon. He loved it in Japan so much. He ended up marrying a Japanese lady. He moved permanently to Japan, and he worked for many years after his retirement as a interpreter for foreign baseball players coming to play in Japan. And so, as I've told you guys before, this is a JGA in the Japanese card catalog, and of course JGA is a game card, Japanese game card, and as you can see there, it's got a playing card type back, so that's pretty cool. Next up, I've got a couple of Nagashimas, a couple more game cards actually. Let me just get together here real quick. Yep, 1958 JGA 177, that's Nagashima. 1958 is his rookie year, and there you see the game card back. This set has 8 baseball cards in it, 4 cards of Nagashima, and 4 cards of Kaneda. He was a pitcher, and he's got 4 cards. Probably the greatest pitcher in Japanese history with over 400 wins. But this is Nagashima. And here I have from the same set another Nagashima. Here's that one. And I also have another Nagashima from that set. So I actually now have 3 of the 4, and there's only one more I need to get. So I will do that. So I'll have all 4. Next up, I've got another Nagashima card and another rookie year card. This is a 1958 JCM 36. And so JCM is Japanese Menko card. So this is a Menko card, black and white. And it's got the blue diagonal line on the back. And again, this is 1958, Shigeo Nagashima's rookie year. Happy to have that one. And here I am with another Nagashima, beautiful 1962 JCM Menko card, JCM 55. This is just a great looking card. Man, I first saw this card, it was so nice, but then and Robert pointed it out when he sold it, but there's some paper loss here. But other than that, I mean, this is just a beautiful card. I don't mind that little paper loss whatsoever, especially being on the back. So there's that. Couple more here. Here's a 1959 JGA 5. Same set as the Chico Barbon card I showed a minute ago. This is Katsuya Nomura. He's another one of the top Japanese players that I love to collect. This card went up for auction and nobody really wanted it. You can see there's a little chunk out of the corner there, and nobody was bidding on it. It was $5. And you know what? Nomura is one of my guys that I collect. That little chunk out of the corner there doesn't really bother me all that much. And I think I ended up winning this for like $5. So you know what? For $5, I've got a 1959 card of a 5-time MVP. He was the first Japanese player to win the Triple Crown, which he did in 1965. Second most home runs and second most RBIs for his career, only behind Sadaharu Oh. And Nomura had 657 career home runs and 1,988 RBIs. So for $5, I'll take that all day, every day. Thank you very much. And last but not least, I have one more Nomura card, and this is a gum-issued card. This is from 1964. It's a JF3 Fujiya gum card. And I'm not really sure about the specifics of this card or this company, but I thought it was a great looking card. And of course, that's a facsimile autograph that's on there. And like I said, it's obviously a gum issue card, Fujiya gum. Don't know, but just thought it was a great looking photo there. And it's blank back, as you can see. So that's all I got. Appreciate you watching. We're going to be picking up more Japanese cards for the collection, probably on a regular basis here for the immediate future. But for today, this is what I got. Thank you so much for stopping by, taking some time to watch and share my joy in collecting these beautiful cards of these great Japanese players. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.